Hi all of you gorgeous human beings, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to be sharing with you my current favorites and obsessions. It's just been recently, these are the things that I am kind of obsessed with. Well, enough chit chat, let's get on with the video. I've been obsessed with dresses. I haven't been in the best place with my body, which isn't the only reason I've been loving dresses, but I will say that sometimes like when you don't, like in summertime it can be tough, right? Like wearing shorts and thinking of the way like the backs of my thighs look or things like that. And I just love how dresses make me feel feminine. They make me feel kind of sexy and pretty while also making me feel confident because they don't necessarily hug everything. This is the dress I'm wearing. Just a little sundress and I'm kind of obsessed with it. Now we're gonna move on to what I've been loving, food and drinks wise. So first things first, popcorners. This is the kettle corn flavor and I became obsessed with these because Whitney Simmons here on YouTube spoke about these like a while back, so I got them and I'm just still so obsessed with them. The only ingredients in these are yellow corn, sunflower oil, cane sugar, and sea salt, but you can also get different flavors. I like the sweet and salty personally, but I know that's not everyone's cup of tea. I know in my family a lot of people don't like the sweet and salty combo, but I personally love it. If you like popcorn twists, that's what these taste like, but in chip form, and they're very delicious. I can eat a lot in one sitting. I don't like to look at what the recommended portion is because I eat like 3 or 4 times that, but obsessed with these. As far as like the jumbo bag, this one, it's resealable. The resealable big bags we get from Costco. I would definitely check those out if that sounds like something that's up your alley. So next for food and drinks is honestly just this brand of chocolate. It's a fancier chocolate. I tried my first bar of it back in winter time, and now I just treated myself to another one recently, but it's this brand called Single Origin Cocoa Tanzania chocolate. It's really cool because if you read about it, your purchase of this chocolate bar, you are contributing to a very special project called Cocoa for Schools. So it helps cocoa farmers in Tanzania. They're dedicated to investing in the education in Tanzania and throughout the region, and it's just really cool. So you're also helping a good company, and their chocolate is delicious. This one's the almond 72% cocoa extra dark chocolate flavor. I love I think it's 42% cocoa caramel sea salt milk chocolate flavor. That one's really good too. That's one I got back in the winter time, but I love this brand. Love the chocolate, fantastic. Finally, for drinks, I have one thing to mention, and if you like things like bubbly, San Pellegrino, La Croix, things that are more like just sparkling drinks that don't have a bunch of sugar added and are just really like a cool drink in the summer, you might like these. So they're called Aha, and my favorite flavor is this one. It's the blueberry and pomegranate. So yeah, it's just carbonated water and natural flavor, and I love the flavor of this. It's so good. So if you like sparkling drinks like that, you might like some of these flavors. They have other ones. Personally, they didn't appeal to me as much, but I'm obsessed with this blueberry pomegranate flavor, so highly recommend. I forgot when it was clothing, but when I just went to Costco, they had these Calvin Klein bras that you can get in sets of 2, and they're pretty reasonably priced. And there's a black and gray bra set, and there's a navy and pinkish color set, and that's the one that I got. So I got them in the size medium. On the back of the package there's like a sizing chart so you can see what size that they recommend that you wear, and I tend to wear mediums and this style. The pads are removable and they just look like this. They are so soft, and if you're like me and you don't really like wearing bras but underneath shirts like you sometimes still like that shape or tiny bit of padding, you might really like these. Like I said, they're really soft. This is the pink color. So you get both of these. They're maybe around 20 bucks Canadian, so they'd be less in the States. Your Costco sells them, but they're sort of like seamless. I don't know if you can tell. Super soft, stretchy, really pretty. This is the bag. I am obsessed with these and I'm gonna wear them a lot. So jumping just onto random things, I just got a new face wash because I ran out of my old one that I've been using for a while that was just like bar soap type of thing, and I got this Oh my gosh. CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser for normal to oily skin. Shout out to Skincare by Hiram. I'm sure you guys all know who he is. Everybody's just been raving about his skincare recommendations. I've been watching him for maybe half a year now, and I've been waiting to run out of face wash, and I was able to find one of these. If you guys know, because of Skincare by Hiram, it's hard to find these like on the shelves. I went to 3 different locations, and finally at one in Walmart they had a few left, so I was able to get that baby, and so far I've just been loving it. Okay, now for reading. I don't know if you guys read or whatever, but I'm a little late to this train, bus, whatever you want to call it, the ACOTAR series. So I have the first book. I read the whole thing, and I read the second one just in the past week. I've been unable to put them down. I'm on the third one at the moment, but the second book, don't get me wrong, love the first one. It's important to read in order to read the second one, but the second one is so good. It's described as like a fantasy series for adults type of thing, and in the second book, just the dialogue, and the first one, there's some steaminess, and it makes you feel good, and the adventure part is obviously like the main part of the book, but it's just the dialogue. And in the second book, also like the secondary characters, you get to see how their relationships and connections are happening, and I don't know, I just haven't been able to put them down. Love the series. So now moving on from things like that, I covered clothes, food, beverages, skincare, what I've been loving to read. Now finally I'm just gonna move on to what I've been loving to watch and listen to. So as far as what TV shows I've been obsessed with, I just discovered on Prime Video the series Castle with Nathan Fillion as the main character, and that's like a murder mystery kind of show, but it's like a lighter show, and it has a lot of humor, and I love things like that have me like wondering, like trying to figure out who's the killer throughout the every episode. And I think there's like 7 or 8 seasons, and they're like 40-minute long episodes, a bunch of episodes per season. I love when you find a new show that you know is gonna take a while to finish. Earlier on in the summer, that was Game of Thrones. I know this isn't a current favorite, but that I finished the Game of Thrones, all the seasons, in less than a week, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, on Netflix, I have been loving Sugar Rush. They just came out with the extra sweet season. I think there's only like 6 episodes or something. I watched them all in 2 days, but love that. And New Girl. I'm on the 7th season, and it's a great show. I think I prefer the earlier seasons, but all of them are great. It's rare for me to find a show. Sorry, I keep playing with my hair. It's rare for me to find a show that just makes me laugh. The Office was and is like a favorite of mine, but I discovered New Girl this summer, and I love it, and I'm almost done with the show, which is sad, but that is a favorite. To finish off with songs, I have so many, so I'm just honestly gonna see what I've recently added or been listening to a lot recently. I'm just gonna play some of them. So the first one is Would I by Maggie Lindemann.
I thought if I was older, I'd have less on my shoulders.
So that's the first song. Her voice is beautiful, she's beautiful, and love the lyrics. Gets me in my feels. The next one is Pirouette, Stripped by Child. Next is Most of Us Are Strangers by Seafret.
Acts tough, but she's struggling. Most of us are strangers who want someone to save us. Hold on.
So good. So good. Finally, I Just Don't Care That Much by Matt Mason. And this one's a bit more upbeat. So it's just a few of them, but I try to find new songs all the time. I just love music so much. It's such a great escape. But yeah, I think I covered a lot of different things I've been loving at the moment. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know down below what you guys have been loving, if you also love some of the things that I showed or don't for whatever reason, if you're gonna try any of them out or if you're intrigued by any of them. But yeah, I want to know what you guys have been loving, especially songs, things like that. It's always fun to just connect with other people in that way. Like you're like, this song has resonated with you, I want to see how it resonates with me, kind of thing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys on the flippity flip. Love and peace.